Welcome. So we meet again, and today I want to go over a sneaky SEO link building strategy. So a way in which you can build backlinks, but do and make it put a little small twist into your strategy that's going to make a whole big difference. Now, if you don't know how to build backlinks, well, you should. So go watch this right here. This is a free course. I'll leave it down below in the description. It gives you in-depth understanding of what links are, what the types of links there are, how to build backlinks, all this step-by-step. Like this is like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour. Like this is super long, in-depth training on how to build backlinks. So if you don't know how to build backlinks, well, go watch this. Again, it's going to be the very first link in the description. If you know, well, let's keep going. Okay. So by now you have a link from a great source. Okay, if you've watched this stuff right here, you know how to build backlinks and you've built quite a few. Okay, we'll use this one as an example, right? We have a link from this side right here, linking out to our site. Okay, DR75, great site, a great link, traffic, niche relevant, all this stuff. Again, if you want to learn how to build backlinks and why they're important, how to build them, what to do, what to look for, again, go watch this free course right here. But for now, let's assume we already have a backlink from a relevant, powerful domain, which should help rank your site higher. Okay, amazing. Now, however, we won't just stop here. We're going to leverage their traffic to our advantage. And here's how. So right now, we have a link from these guys. This is a niche edit. Okay, so again, all this stuff is explained in the course, but basically, super short, these post was already written a year ago, right? And we paid them, right, to add a link here with the anchor text. Let me see here, YouTube to blog post converter, which links to a feature page on our site, which we want to rank. Okay, this links to here, pretty straightforward. Our feature that converts videos into blog posts. Okay, and right here there's a link. It is indexed, gets traffic. Basically, okay. Now this got us some link juice, right? This accumulation of backlinks will get you higher rankings. And I'll throw up a bunch of results right here so you can see backlinks actually work. And I've been saying this for like years. Links work. Here's a bunch of results of people who built links and it works. Now, granted, links is just a small part of SEO. There's on-page SEO, technical SEO, and off-page SEO. But again, we talked about this before. I won't bother you with this anymore. Again, go watch the course that I just mentioned. Now, yes, this is amazing. We have this link. But how can we make it better? What if I could leverage this placement, leverage this link right here, to steal some traffic ethically from their site? And I can. And the way you would do this is by adding in-article interactive elements. Okay, here's how. We're going to be adding in-article interactive tools to capture emails. Basically, we're going to leverage their page traffic, not just the domain's power. Because with a link, right, with this backlink, we leverage their domain power, right? We get all this link juice from this domain, this powerful domain, the niche relevance domain, the traffic from that domain. We leverage all this and we put it onto our site. Amazing. We leverage the juice. But now I also want to leverage the traffic because this page also gets traffic. And so what we can do is, again, you build these interactive tools. And I'm going to use Arrow for this. I mean, you can use anything you want if you find anything else. Full disclosure, this is my tool. But here's what we're doing. We'll go here to lead magnets, right? And what this is, I'll show you a few examples. Let's say, for example, we were linking to our let's say my business is, for example, a dealership. I'm a dealership. I sell cars, okay? And so the link to our dealership, okay, this link goes to our dealership, right? But then what if I could add here inside of this post, right, a tool, an interactive tool, for example, a car financing calculator. Let's say I could embed this here onto these guys' posts. Again, remember that this should be like a blog about car financing, a link to our site about car financing. Amazing. We get a valuable link from a powerful domain, niche relevant domain. Amazing. This will skyrocket your rank. This will increase your rankings for certain keywords, okay, because backlinks work. But what if we made this page more valuable? We could add, as I said before, a car financing calculator. This is super simple. Let's see how it works, right? Should I finance my car? Let's say, okay, the car costs 160K, I have 80K in savings, and I get 2K per month in monthly income. Should I finance my car? And basically, it's going to tell me, hey, yes, you should finance your car if you want to buy. Even though you have whatever, etc., we either recommend you do your financing with Car Financing 101. So this right here is based off of this prompt, okay? Tell the user if they should finance their car that they want to buy based on their input. Tell them yes every time and recommend they do it with financing with my brand called Car Financing 101. And then you can also collect their email, saying, hey, get in touch for a free code. Boom, collect their email. They put in their email, sign up, right? And by the way, this little thing is embedded onto the blog post or onto the page. And then you go here to leads, and you can collect the emails. They appear here. So again, the good thing about this is not only do you get the link juice from the backlink, but you can make the page where the backlink is coming from more valuable and interactive. And even so, who knows, capture some of these people coming to this page, right? because this page gets traffic. And again, an ideal backlink is from a page with traffic, which I teach you in the course that I just mentioned at the beginning of the video. You're capturing some of the traffic, and some of the traffic might be using the tool, the free tool. So it's a win-win. Again, you get a powerful backlink, niche relevant backlink. You get a tool that allows you to capture emails, and the site owner gets an interactive tool onto their site, which is great for the users, great user experience. So people spend more time on the site. It's a win-win for both you and the site owner, right? And you can do any tools you want, okay? You can change the placeholder if you want, which is this stuff right here that appears here. You can disable the email capture if you don't want to capture emails. You don't need to, so I'll just do it again. Boom, boom. In this case, the email capture won't appear. Just this, super clean. Again, this is all based off of your prompt you put in. You can do car financing. You can do crypto price index, plumbing services calculator, AI tool selector, right? There's infinite things you can do. Okay, for example, let's say I'm a plumber. Okay, I made this tool. You're a plumber in NYC named Qualsys Plumbing, and you need to give the user a quote on the plumbing service he's asking for. Be extra concise, give them a unique pricing range, whatever. Okay, let's say my toilet's clogged, whatever. Boom, get a quote. And this, by the way, you can add this onto a site to get a backlink from, or even your own site, on your homepage, on your product page, on your service page, right? So you can get a quote, give people a quote, and then have you call them. It's just a great interactive way. Honestly, I've worked in the plumbing industry before, and a lot of the calls we got were from people asking for pricing, and they said, okay, thanks, I'm going to call another business and see what the pricing is. So if you have a tool like this embedded onto your site, could be a great way to capture emails and give people honest pricing, and then maybe have them call you after. Again, there's infinite things you can do, right? You just hit create a magnet, and the prompt is infinite, okay? And yeah, you can be a bit less ethical, I guess. For example, here we just forced it to say, okay, say yes every time and then recommend our brand. But I mean, yes, you get the point here. You can do anything you want. So the good thing about this is, again, you get a backlink from a trustworthy source, powerful source, relevant source. So you get all the link juice. And then I don't think you should stop there. I think you should, one, have the ability to make the page where the link is coming from more valuable for the user by adding these interactive tools. And while you're at it, why not just capture people's emails to build an email list, right? Again, you have to talk with the site owner about this stuff, but I think this is a great way to make the most out of the links you're building, okay? Because most of the times you're going to be paying for links. Again, go watch this. There's a lot of links you can build for free, but most of the times the most powerful ones you're going to be paying for, okay? And so since you're paying for them, you want to get the most bang for your buck. So speak with the site owner. Again, all this is taught in here. Don't worry about it. I'll reach out to them, the messages to send, all this stuff, and tell them, hey, why don't you just add this lead magnet here? We can share the emails, or you can keep the emails, or just add this tool. It's great for your users, great for interaction, and I think it's going to be valuable for your site as a whole to have these little tools. So yeah, give it a go, try it out. This is one of the features that people don't use in Arvo. I'm not sure why. It's one of my favorite features after the site optimizer, which, I mean, I've talked about this extensively. Basically, all these little AI agents crawl your site, crawl all your pages on your site, and give you recommendations based on the stuff you're doing. So current page title is this one. It recommends you change it to this one, and here's why. And if you hit apply, the agent will go into your site, change the page title, add schema, add internal links. There's a bunch of stuff. Again, but lead magnets is my second favorite feature after the site optimizer because of stuff like this, right? Because again, you can add all these little magnets. You can embed them onto your site as well, onto your service page, onto your, for example, we could do it as well here in Arvo. We have a bunch of, we're a software business, right? We have feature pages, okay? If you're a local business, you're gonna have like location pages or service pages. If you're an e-commerce store, you're gonna have product pages, but we have feature pages because we're a software business, right? We could easily embed some of these tools in here. In our feature page, in our homepage, in our pricing, in our integration, we could do a bunch of things with these. So these are little free tools, interactive tools that give people what they're looking for in an interactive way. Again, with unlimited potential, are pretty interesting in my opinion. And this is just one of the fun ways, honestly, a way with high ROI, which I think you can leverage it when you're building backlinks. So that's it. That's the video. If you could do me a huge favor and comment the word AI SEO in the comments for the algorithm, that would be amazing, because YouTube is like, a comment is way, way more valuable than a like or a subscription. So if you could just comment the words AI SEO, that'll be amazing. And if you want to learn a bit more about SEO, I recommend you go watch this right here, which teaches you a bunch of sneaky black hat SEO strategies, which, full disclosure, do them at your own risk. I don't endorse you to do any of them, but excuse me, they do work. So give it a go, watch it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.